Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below. This is Stats with Sagittarian Energy. This is your first time in my life. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostle of the Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. I am right now in Miami, far west, in Miami, maybe like 20 minutes away from Hialeah for my ceremony tomorrow. I came on live because I am trying to give melanated people knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I am trying to get them to understand the things that are going on in the backdrop of these ATRs, so they can make better decisions about how they navigate in these spiritual streets. What's up, my Stormy, my Sagittarius from Philadelphia, Detroit? And I got my Sasha Fields in the house, Cancer in the house from Chi-Town. Thank you so much for guys for joining me and checking for me. I want to say also to salutation to my Madrina, to my Padrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters. And Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Ajay, whether you're a mystic or whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. These lives are from melanated people in particular. What's up there, Mama Susan in the house, Gemini. Then we got Sister True Rhonda Aries in the house. There goes my love, my Taurus is in the house. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, understand that I make it relevant to each melanated person, because if you don't understand earth energy, you don't understand yourself as a Capricorn, because we are in the season of Capricorn, and you don't understand yourself as a Taurus, fixed earth, and you don't understand yourself as a mutable earth element, which is Virgo. It's gonna be difficult no matter what practice that you get in, because your element is the slowest moving element for a reason. If something is fixed, you want it stable. Tauruses represent stability. This is why when you make a Taurus unstable or create instability, normally Taurus gets gone. Normally. There's some Tauruses out of balance. If you're a Capricorn and you're cardinal earth, that means that you initiate practicality, but all these signs move very slow and methodical. These are great thinkers because they are part of the earth element. These are powerful beings because they are part of the material world. So when you're trying, if you're a mutable sign like Virgo with earth element, which is attached to Mercury, that means that you think regarding the earth element is how can you manipulate the earth plane? How can you get what you need from an intellectual basis? So these are why it is important to understand your astrology and what your energy is, and how I have been trying to tell melanated people. I'm not concerned whether you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria. You can be an atheist. Universal laws apply to each and every one of us, and I go out my way to be transparent. And I know that many of you guys have no respect for a black man when it comes down to what he exhibited. I don't care if I was turning water to wine. You know, there are certain things that, as black men in this country, and how we have been depicted by these societal norms, that it makes it very hard, no matter how much of an achiever you are, no matter what you accomplish. And that doesn't include those ones that have just fallen off the bandwagon. It makes it hard for all of us as a whole, as a collective, when it comes down to how black men are perceived and how their intellect is perceived by their own women, whether it's mother, whether it's sister, or whether it's relationship-wise. And that's also in gay relationships. I find the same thing, that is true, that the reason why we have so much difficulty is because we have very poor perception of one another, and so therefore we think we deserve to treat each other the way that we do, and we're looking for each other to fall. So what's up, my 69 is in the house, my Aquarius, and then I got my baby Scorpio, my baby Scorpio, and then I got Demetrius in the house, my Gemini, and then I got my crab cakes with sauce, Monique Fofofo. I'm excited about the things that I'm teaching, because I'm giving you the reason why a lot of things are not successful, why a lot of things could be successful. I do realize people are not trying to be trained, and what I'm trying to prove is, even with the information, you're still not gonna do nothing with it. A lot of us say, well, we don't know this and we don't know that, and that's why we don't function. No, the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter how much information you get. If you're not intended to do right by that information, it's still not going to do. I don't care how many opportunities that come up when you don't intend to work. you ain't gonna do. I don't care how many ideas that are given to you and financed and supported, you're still not going to make much of it. So the reason why I say these things, because black people need a reason to stop giving themselves excuses. So therefore, I'm giving out nuggets constantly, trying to show you, trying to get you to understand that these are universal laws. They apply whether you are in any of these HER, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. The mere fact that you yourself do not understand why you are doing the things that you're doing, and you're not asking questions either, mind you, because a lot of people, they're not looking for answers. They're looking for excuses. And this is what I'm going to share today is going to be a home run. Okay. I want to say, first of all, hello to my air signs, my earth signs, water signs, and fire signs, to each and every one of you guys in your respective places, and to all of you that are brave enough to be on my platform listening to this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Because at the end of the day, I'm a Sag, moon in Aries and rising sign Pisces. It's not easy to hear this level of truth, this level of reality, especially when you are not walking in it and abiding in it. So I take my hats off to you, brave enough to sit there and listen to a lot of things that I say. I want to put this on here, make sure I don't forget. I have people watching me and trying to surmise of how they're going to deal with me. Because let me tell you something. I don't care what you watch on the internet. You will never be able to figure me out, because I'm a lot deeper than the waters that you are used to. And I'm a lot more advanced than the storms that you. So what I'm going to do yourself, if you want to spend some time with me, get a consultation. If you want to look at me and drool on me, get a consultation, do some cash app something. Other than that, you're never going to get anything out of me, because I'm about business. My North Node is in Capricorn. So let's talk about it. And I realize that a lot of the verbiage that I use may be offensive to some people. Some people don't care. What's up, my Pisces guidance? Thank you for joining us. But there's some people, they're like, I want it raw. I want it like a TI is. So that's what I offer on my platform. I feel like melanated people have been lied to so much, but it doesn't make it easier, because as much as truth that I've been telling, it ain't make you move forward and make anything happen in a distinct way. I want to say this also too. I want to celebrate my membership, that are those that just recently started this on my website, and already we have my Apollo membership is Monique is the first member of that Apollo, and then we have Demetrius, and then we have Stormy, and then we have Chris, my Chris that's actually from Philadelphia. And these are very impressive people to me, because these are next level experiences that I get an opportunity to show you what my magic is about. A lot of times you don't invest on levels. That's like education. If you don't invest in your education, you can experience education on other levels. And spirituality is no less. It all costs money. If you ain't figured that out yet, you slower than I thought. So, and then we have in my Risha membership, we have Brother Darius is number one, and then we have also Sister Cal. And then y'all know how I flip out and honor Haitian Voodoo, period. But it is very, very exciting to me, those that join my membership. A lot of people look at what I'm going to talk about today, why I'm able to be as successful in what I do, no matter if somebody is rich or poor. A lot of the things that I give people, it is within your means. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the opportunities that I'm giving, and I always tell people, if you can't grab the low-hanging fruit that I'm bending down for you, it ain't for you. The concessions that I have made for my magic or my spirituality has been tremendous. And if you ain't willing to jump for the fruit that's going to help your life, then you need to be where you at. So that's just my mentality with it. What's up there, my Libra? So on the first, we have because she's going to always be my Gemini, Karen O'Brien. She's the first person that bought her membership. I was ecstatic. Then Christina L. Turner, which is Kingmaker, she was the second person. And then the third person that bought that was Michael. And I want to share with you all, if you are in business and you want to take this to a professional level, these are the things that I'm going to talk about. If you get better business candles with me, I'm going to explain why. If you are doing business a certain type of way, you're not going to experience certain things. But if you're doing business the way that I teach it and share it, you're going to have growth. So my subject is, because this is Saturn energy. Better business brings revolving clients because of the Proficient service. Now, the reason why this is important, and I'm going to get a lot graphic because I'm a Sagittarius, so I might go to one extreme to the other. But let me explain this something to you guys. The word proficient means competent, skilled, or doing or using something. That means that you're competent or skilled in doing something or using something. This is what happens when people get into the ATRs and they're not doing their homework. They're not doing their classwork. They're getting out ahead of their skis. And what happens is that you're not able at some point, and this is why I tell people, depending on your reading level, depending on your gift level, depending on your level of your measure of faith, you should not be operating your business, your services above the grade where you come from. And if the concept is, if you in the X-Men, if you are level 2, you need to operate on level 2. If you are level 3, you need to operate level. If you like Jean Grey and you are level 5 like I am, then you do what you do. That's why a lot of times people get confused about who they're dealing with when it comes to Chief Apostle Samuel, because they keep trying to associate me with those level 2s and those level 3s that they are constantly investing in. So let me explain what I'm saying. If you are confident and you're proficient and you are skilled in doing something, a service for a man or woman, there's going to be a revolving experience, because the average person is going to keep patronizing where they have had a positive experience or an experience where they're literally getting something out of it. I have people that dislike me as a person, but they can't deny my level of skill. See, so a lot of y'all think that my success comes from people that actually like me. No, most of my success comes from people that think I'm arrogant, but they'll never tell me. There's a lot of people that support me that thinks I'm a male chauvinist. I come across too much for them, but that doesn't stop my ability. When you get out in his spiritual work, it is your job to be proficient in the things that you claim or the services you give to people, and you will have a revolving a client because of your skill, because of your talent, because of your ability. The reason what happens is a lot of times when you so busy trying to get more clients instead of doing a good job or a good service or giving quality products to your clientele, that they're having experiences. When people order my incense, when people order my products, it is very easy for them to reorder those same identical products when they have already received a benefit from those products. If you are spending more time trying to put up products versus because you're giving a spiritual service, that they're usually putting label on stuff and calling it triple strength, and you calling triple threat in my category triple threat, but it doesn't create that atmosphere. Or I got my 7th chakra using that example, that people are experiencing the effects of it, which I originally made that blend for myself, and I started offering it later on to my supporters, because I want them to experience different types of incense and how it creates different kind of manifestation and atmosphere. So the mere fact that you are more concerned about being seen by the public than you're actually having a product or a service that you're proficient in, and then those individuals over the long haul are going to come back to you. A lot of y'all losing clients not because people working on y'all. A lot of y'all losing clients because you're overselling yourself. A lot of y'all losing clients because that you're out here, you're staying in a bunch of mess. Let me explain this. When you're a businessman and a businesswoman, you have no business indulging in certain things, because that messes with your money. When people associate me, that man don't play the radio. I'd rather somebody look at me as an individual that don't tolerate stuff and handling his business and executing judgment, than to be out here looking like a clown and a fool. But I'm professing to be a businessman, businesswoman in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo. When people come to my business, my establishment, and things that I do, I already have certain things because I set up things ahead of time. I was raised by Virgo. Because my job, especially if somebody travels a long way to see me, my job is to have, for them to be, based off their giving, is for them to have the most powerful experience, because they're to me, they're coming to me because of spirituality. They're not coming to me to see how well I dress or how well I look or I don't believe the aesthetics are nice, but when somebody is coming to you as a businessman or businesswoman for spiritual needs, your job at that point, especially if they're traveling far to get a working from you or a reading from you, your job is to be as competent, your job is to be as skilled in doing whatever it is that you're doing. Because if that person has a positive experience, if that person has a turnaround, I've heard clients that go to other people. That's why I don't go out here talking about other people. Just like I'm not going to talk about the man that's a shorty, and because I can loan dick and he can't, it's irrelevant to me, because what he got going on ain't got nothing to do with me. What he can do or will not do, it ain't got nothing to do with it. Unless you somebody that's close to me and you trying to get some help from me, I don't care nothing about it. You understand? A lot of y'all mess up y'all ability to do better business because you always in mess. You're branding yourself as a messy person. You're burning yourself as a person that's always in some type of conflict. The reason why I'm saying this, because when I got out here in ATRs and all this, I realized, because I grew up in businesses, and I let Mother Susan see some of the property that my family had, because not that she thought I was lying, but a lot of times you getting so offended with somebody that's speaking facts. The mere fact that you claim to want better business and you don't want to do competent work where you have a greater chance of getting a reoccurring client is asinine to me. You wouldn't have to be out here constantly fishing for people if you had built an establishment of services that was competent. The reason why you are over here fighting with somebody over $20 and fighting over somebody at $40 and all that shit, because number one, you're not good at your shit. You cannot hide behind Haitian voodoo. I practice Haitian voodoo. But people don't care that I practice it. They care about how competent I am with it. I'm going to say that again. Whether you do obia, conjure, mysticism, energy work, people care that come to you for whatever various of aspects of their life. They come to you for competent service. They come to you because you are claiming to be skilled in a particular area. Now, this is the thing. Do not go out if you run it and you want better business and you want reoccurring clients. Don't put deep readings when you're not deep. I'm going to say that again. Listen. If you're a shallow reader, ain't nothing wrong with that, because sometimes people need just a little dab of doing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's something for everybody. But the mere fact that you got on your roster that you do shadow reading, you do this kind of reading, people are expecting a difference, and rightfully so. So they're going to be displeased because you can't measure up or you're not competent in that particular. Don't be putting stuff on there because you want money or you want somebody to look at you like you got a lot of stuff going on. Anything on my bio, whether it's my YouTube or TikTok or any of my social media, those are things that I am proficient in. I'm very confident and very skilled. And that's why I have revolving clients. I have people that have left me and had to come back because I am still competent. They didn't like what I said. They didn't like how I said it. I don't care nothing about that. As long as I did my job by you, that is the most important thing. Okay? This is why I'm telling you that if your spirit or Egun or Orisha or Loa brings you clientele or brings you situation, this is why a lot of men, and I'm talking about gay, straight, and bi, you don't even have a revolving sex partner because you're not competent. You don't have people that want to go on dinner dates with you because you're not competent. You don't have people that want to hang around you because you're not competent. They're not having a good experience in the things that you say you like. If you're going to take me out to the football game and you know I'm not in, educate me. And this is the shit that made me mad with black people, because this is the real change that we need. This is the stuff that don't fancy you. Oh my God, I ain't come on there. You want somebody to lift you in bullshit. You want somebody, because you're the same ones that's going to complain about these same spiritualists out here. But then you'll turn around and talk about them like a dog. But you set your dog face ass up there and you sat there and got their services, whether they were competent or not. Because at the end of the day, you needed their help. You came to them. It doesn't matter at that point. That's just like if when I say I do better business, and I do better business candles, and I do my Bayberry candles, y'all gotta understand my mentality. Let me explain something. Even what I'm going to I'm going to receive Oba tomorrow. She been texting me all night. You could tell she ain't got that many clients or godchildren. The way you behave in business tell a lot to people about you. When you say you used to something, you're proficient at something, then why do you don't have reoccurring godchildren? Why don't you have nobody beating down your door? Huh? I can run around here and tell you how good my dick is. If I ain't got no reoccurring sex partners that done been there twice, 3 times, or 4 times, dick can't be that good. Because nobody just want to disband good dick. Only way they do that, they visit in the area and they come in and they get some and they ain't going to be back in a couple months. But they ain't got nothing to do. But they going to be thinking about that dick. You understand? I use all these different analogies because a lot of y'all full of shit. And when it comes down to your magic and the work that somebody puts in to build you, to give you clientele, then you mess it up because you don't know how to conduct business. You don't know how to create a proficient service to the individual where they want to reoccur their services with you. I have people that have been following me for years. I have had people that met me through other people. I've had people that been around me for a few hours. But because of how I administrate, let me tell you something. You're not going to fool me. First of all, a lot of y'all don't understand something. Competent is not about the client. Competent is about the practitioner, the spiritualist, the individual of a said profession. If you are not confident, you're going to find yourself in a situation where somebody is going to give you an honest evaluation and you're not going to be able to handle it. If you had good dick like I do, you be asking questions, how was it? The reason you scared to ask these very trivial questions is because you don't want to know your performance. You rather pay him or her so you don't have to hear what you don't want to hear or pay them to hear what you want to hear. And you're never going to grow. You're not going to do better business. You're not going to have better relationship. You would have better options in life if you were a type of person that took some pride in what you do, some dignity in what you do. And this is the stuff that black people don't want to do. You want to get in business, but you ain't good at business. You ain't even good in customer service. Like, how you gonna run a business and you're not good in customer service? How you gonna run a business, especially in my situation? I have products that I have to ship out. You don't pay your bills. Like, think about how my business is run. And that's and I just got out of the hospital on the 15th of December on my birthday. I've been getting more done than these Negroes been in my church. Been sitting there like, oh, Pastor, I didn't want to touch this. Half of these people talk about they don't want to touch what the artifacts that are in my church. If I offer my dick to them, they'll touch that. And my dick is more sacred than anything in my church because I am the energy, the frequency, and the vibration of my practices. It's a bunch of junk. Just say you ain't want to do it. Just say you're not here to. I want proficient people. I want people to want to be proficient. I want people to understand that I'm going to grow my business because I'm going to do good work for my clientele. I'm going to do skilled work for my clientele. I got a young man. Let me tell y'all something. The worst thing to do as a business doing better business is one, in my opinion, is when somebody comes to you in trouble and you honestly know that you can't help them. To take their money and try spells and works that you know ain't gonna work. Let me tell y'all something. Minister Mario had everything going for himself. He was trying to get an extension for his life, basically. And a situation happened. I told him, when I went through what I went through, and I told him, say, why do you even call your padrino? I said, if he couldn't help me save Mario's life, and Mario sickness was unto death, my sickness is not unto death. See, you can't get my reoccurring business because you failed in certain endeavors. You fail to meet. See, pronunciating yourself to be in certain places and spaces and talk about your power, because that's no different than what I do. I must also be able to meet the challenges based off of the lingo and the things that I say, because people are going to have a certain expectation, and rightfully so. So when Minister Mario told me, he's like, listen, if you can't bring her home, it ain't gonna be brought home. He said, I already accepted it. If you can't pull it off, in my situation, I couldn't crown him because I wasn't crowned. I couldn't, certain things that I was trying to get to there, and I had other people that I had to rely on. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't do better business. You don't understand how intricate and essential it is to be black in America, and creating a business and a platform that you are solely endeavoring to help black people. And those are the very people that support you the less. I'm going to say it again. I have members in my church, ain't never had to take care of me. I've been had my church in 2001. Ain't never had to take care. Their pastor been in the hospital. Do you think any one of them niggas and niggerettes came together and say, you know what, we going to do this for Apostle. We're going to, you know why I talk about that? Because when I do and function the way that I function, don't tell me I don't have a right to behave the way that I behave. When I say I'm out here by myself, do I have family? Absolutely. But I'm talking about the people that I'm actually out here working signs, wonders, and miracles for. When you try to disregard and disrespect what I have already been to you, and now that I get down or I get into a situation that I need the assistance and should receive the assistance of my flock. I'm not talking about my tribe. I'm not talking about my family. I'm not talking about my children. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that I work signs, wonders, and miracles. I'm talking about the motherfuckers I kept out of jail. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that I kept their marriage together. I'm talking about the son of a bitches that got degrees because of me. You understand? And I ain't never asked your dog face ass for nothing. And then when you get the opportunity to assist me, and then I got people out in my tribe on social media that have never met me, and they're sending cash app support to Chief Apostle Samuel, and you think I ain't gonna say nothing and I ain't gonna deal? But I ain't that type of Negro. The nigga in me won't let me do it. I'm not going to let you sit there and I'm pulled off of my tree for you and your family all of these years. And when I came to your fig tree, you didn't have a fucking thing on that tree for me. You out there doing everything up under the sun to help a bunch of Negroes that ain't going to do nothing for you. And when your ragged ass fall to the ground, they ain't going to be there. And they're going to talk about you like a dog. And I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to talk about your ragged ass too, because I have been there for my flock. One thing, y'all don't know all of the manifestations that I have manifested for my individual flock, my ministry, Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. And then for them niggas, and guess what? I'm not mad with nobody. That's what they don't understand. But I'm a get back motherfucker. Oh, that I am. Once I get fully recovered through this and go through this, whatever I got to go through, and I'm doing work even as I speak. That's why I'm still getting things done. I'm trying to explain y'all. You got to understand your clientele. You got to understand. And let me tell y'all something. When I tell you guys about formulating relationships with people, all I ask you to do is to give me a ear of why people call you mom, father, madrina, apostle, pastor, all this. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with you have what you are adjacent to. And what I mean by that, if you got connection, if you got resource, or whatever it is, that why they're not calling you that because they actually honor you. This is why I love Capricorn. Capricorn ain't not with the bullshit. It gets serious. They're not gonna call you a friend. They don't think you're a friend. That's why a lot of y'all get mad with me, because you want to call me something in word only, but your actions are far beneath that same word. The things that you have done and how you operate and the things that you're doing. This is why I tell you guys, I know how to go far with anybody. I will have a rattlesnake as a friend because I know how far to go. If that rattlesnake is 8 feet, I'm going to always at all times stand 12 feet. And I'm not going to ever be in your striking distance. When I find somebody that's in my life that's inconsistent, I'm never going to put anything of value or anything that will cause me any detriment or cause me any setback into your hand. I accept people for who they are, and people get mad because I accept them for who they are. You see what I'm saying? When you out here trying to do better business, you got to be able to discern your clients. You got to discern the ones that are always talking. They window shop. They always inspiring some shit. They ain't finna spend no money. You in business. You don't have time. If they want counseling, then they need to book a session with you to do counseling. They want life coach, then they need to book. But just to be sitting there venting to me like I got time to waste. You understand? Like, y'all got to understand that these responsibilities that are out here, you have to show, especially men. A lot of men, that's why I would tell y'all I do better with women. And I'm going to say something because it might get offended, but it's true. I can be more direct, more upfront, and straightforward with women, and they still will support me. They still will support me. Majority of women that support Apostle Ely doesn't always like the things that I say. They are not always in agreement with things I say, but they're going to support. Niggas, when he get mad, he gonna pull his resources. Whatever he's doing for you, this is why I know why you don't have revolving relationships, reoccurring girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever you into. Because the moment somebody be honest with you and give you a true assessment of your services, you gonna get mad. Because you want that fairy tale about who you are versus the reality about what you are. Because if you were all of that, sir, then you would be able to be consistent in your business. The mere fact that because I said something that rubbed you the wrong way, but it was true. The mere fact that I said something that pierced your ego, but it was true. The mere fact that you are in an emotional stupor because of something I said or did, it still don't change the fact it's the truth. Why you can't manage? Some of y'all too old where people can't be honest with you about what's going on and how you actually serving, and you're not competent. You're not proficient. You're not skilled. And neither are you trying to be. You want somebody to give you credit for something you did not earn. You want somebody to look at you in a certain light. Let me tell y'all something. It is better to learn up under somebody that's proficient and let them get on your ass like I had to let people get on my ass. Then if you trying to do better business, you ain't got to be this can apply. It doesn't matter if it's everyday life, friends, and all that. Being proficient, and this is why we had as a black race, we always say, do you love me or love what I do for you? The average person, especially to my spiritual leaders and my elders in the spiritual community, the average person loves you for what you can do, not because of who you are. And when you find people that love you for who you are, these people are the people that you cherish, whoever they meet, whether they be many or few. I'm telling you, these are the people that are going to move for you regardless. These are people going to be concerned about your well-being regardless. These are not the people that's going to change. One thing that I love about Minister Mario, and a lot of people don't know, I used to tear into Mario's ass. And the closer you get to me, the harder I am. My moon is Aries. I don't like weakness. I don't care for none of that shit. So, but he cried. I done made men cry, women cry, dogs cry, cats cry, squirrels cry. That's just me. And I thought he was going to run off because I seen so many men do. And they was out here judging his manhood. But he was able to take a level of truth from me, no matter how it registered with him. Let me explain this. So, but he never played with his support. I'm going to say that again. Minister Mario, to the day he died, never played with his financial support of Apostle Samuel Jr. When he told me he was my biggest fan, even though I said some slick shit, I'm my biggest fan. But he proved that. He made sure that I understood that he knew the value of me being in his life and vice versa. And that he was genuinely wanted to see me win and genuinely, y'all running around here, you're not trying to make sure your elders win. You're not trying to make sure your coven wins. You trying to do you. And let me say it to you, sir. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't pull off my tree while you thinking about yourself. The shit that I got a problem with is that you came in here professing you wanted to be a son when realistically our relationship is transactional. So let me explain to all you slow bitches what that is. When a man or woman, don't matter gay, straight or bi, I don't care if it's a spiritual situation or a natural situation, and that they feel that what they're giving gives them the right to behave or not to behave in a certain type of way, that's transactional. When what they do is based on how you respond to them, no matter if they're right or wrong, that's a transitional relationship. See, you want the benefits of being my son or daughter, but you really have a transactional relationship because you would step up as a son or a daughter when things are going on with your father, your elder, your daddy, but you ain't never in position to do this kind of shit. Just like I tell my kids, I'll be glad when y'all become real sons. Y'all my biological son, but not to stand up in certain places and spaces. I don't give nobody no breaks. If I die today or tomorrow, I speak my fucking piece. When I don't like something, I tell you. And I normally repeat it. But a lot of y'all want to be somebody's godson or goddaughter only for the benefit of that relationship. But the actuality of that relationship is very transactional. Just y'all want Melania. Y'all want to do Melania and Donald Trump. Transactional relationship. But you want everybody to think that when it comes to a chief apostle Samuel, that's Barack and Michelle. Bullshit. You ain't got it for me like that. And guess what? I said on the offset, because I do good business. You ain't got to like me to be in my church. You ain't got to come in and profess that you got all this love for me and this accolades for me, because I don't do flattery. I don't do flattery. What I do is evidence of the shit that I get accomplished, and then I look for praise. Just like my God look for praise, I look for praise. I'm a Sag. I do go job for you. I service you. I'm competent. I'm skilled at what I do. Then I look for praise. I did that shit. And I know I did it. That's why I'm flexing on these niggas like I am. And I know I'm doing it. And they ain't liking none of my stuff. I don't give a damn. I give no fucks about that. I actually enjoy it. Because I know you hating. And all I'm doing is revealing that you was a hater all the time. That's what the fire does. The fire approves and it prunes. It makes whatever's not real, it burns. You're not hurting me because guess what? I got reoccurring clients. Do you? I'm going to say it again. I got reoccurring clients. I got reoccurring I got reoccurring fuck partners. And I want to say this before I get off my life. Let me tell y'all something. I got a Pisces rising. But I'm not going to show. I don't know what's wrong with some of y'all men. But y'all ask me some weird shit. Y'all expect some weird shit from me. And as a man, and I'm a very dominant man. I'm a very, I like to hunt for my shit. I don't understand what you don't understand about my affection. My affection come with dick. If I'm going to cuddle with you, I'm going to have some interest in you. I've got an Aries moon. It's going to get physical. And since I ain't doing nothing for free, why would I hug you? Why would I cuddle with you? Why would I show you an affection that you want from me that you ain't showed me one day that you got it from me like that? I tolerate from my son. My middle boy is a Pisces. He hugs me. And I stand just like this. And I be looking to heaven. I let him go on through his motion. And I do it for Chloe. And she a girl. But I don't like hugging. I like fucking. If I show you some attention, because I'm giving you some inches, I'm just saying. I'm not wasting my hug. When I got my arms around you, trust me, like I dick in you. And that ain't what you trying to do. We don't need to be hugging. I don't see a purpose of holding. I hold your hand while I'm giving you these inches. That's why we holding hands. Other than that, I don't see a purpose unless I'm laying hands on the sick and healing the sick and they recovering. What we touching for? Are we touching agreeing? Because other than that, you shouldn't have certain expectations of me. Because I ain't never professed to be that type of man. Blessing chief, divine power and divine protection for the tribe. All every day. Thank you so much, Apollo. Y'all ain't used to like real talk. And that's what spirituality is. That's why I told y'all to watch Karate Kid. And you still don't get it. You're not going to gain my respect when you are inconsistent because you mad. I don't care who you is. You know how many times my spiritual dad done said stuff to me that I did not like, did not agree with? It didn't stop me from driving down there every single time. When people want the truth, they're going to be a reoccurring client. When people want to support something, they're going to be a reoccurring client. I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not to get reoccurring clients. I don't have to pretend to be act like I got more inches than I really got to get some ass. I don't know where you getting that from. But I don't teach it. I don't preach it. I don't live it. I don't practice it. A lot of your defeats are because when you go in to do better business, because better business is better at your work, better at your skill, better at what you're competent. You don't create the experience that somebody wants to become that and come back again. You are your own enterprise. And you should go out your way to make sure that people want to come to your business, your enterprise, whatever that may be. Whether it's a date, you got more perfume on than you. I ain't gonna say that. Just like your business is nasty, your ass is nasty. And you know why you're not getting a recurrence. And let me tell you something about a man, gay straight up by. He might stick you, but he gonna talk about your ass. Your reviews suck. When people talk about, and let me tell you something. If a man really, and you ain't got to do it in front of me. Ask how many exes that would still want to be in a relationship with you. If what I'm saying is not true, how many people that have already experienced you, already encountered you, already saw your services that would want in their own accord to have another experience with you? Or is the truth that most people that enter in your life don't want to see you ever again in life? And you don't think you need help. And I'm telling you why you do bad business. Because you're always trying to manipulate people and then actually be genuine. You're actually trying to become something that you're really not because you want people to like you. When people can love you for who you are. It doesn't matter your flaws, your thoughts, your faults. People love me and I'm able to do business however I am. I can be genuine each and every day. I don't have to change faces for nobody. And I ain't going to change faces for nobody. What you see is what you get. And that's why I do good business. That's why I do better business. And that's why I work my candles and I work my achete the way that I do. Because I have reoccurring, re-evolving clientele. They like my services. And when you don't take your business serious, people can't take you serious. You can blame whoever you want to. That you've been doing it all your life. When I come on here and I go to this is the second time I went up here because I don't care how they handle this situation. might be my might be my last time, unless I see something profitable. Because I am out here to become a millionaire for right now. If you can't take honest criticism to make your business better, then what are you doing? You automatically and intentionally withhold funds. And I'm a nigga. I'm a Niger. I'm a Negro. And you try to change, you try to play the same bitch ass games that you do with women, with men. Bruh, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You should find you a dildo and sit on it. Huh? You should find a bike with no seat and sit on it. Because the mere fact as a man, why would you obligate yourself to something, project yourself in a certain realm, and not do everything possible to meet those obligations? Because you said, that's why the old people said things like this, let your word be your bond. The mere fact as a man that you know you're not aligning it with your word. You just to know, but you will try to nitpick like a bitch to justify your bad behavior. Nigga, please. You should be grateful that another man gave you the time of fucking day. A man of my status took the time for your ass, and you don't understand that I had to do nothing for you, and treated you as such. And you wonder why you ain't gonna have a certain reoccurrences with me? Cause you ain't man enough to keep your word. You got on my social media platform and professor in front of all these people that you had my back like that, and you think I ain't got a problem with that as a man? If we was on the military field, I can trust you with my back, cause you all words. Cause when it come down to it, you ain't willing to die for me. Not that I asked you, but you the one said that. A lot of y'all come in fooling. Do not tell me something you do not mean. When I'm fucking your daddy, I tell him that. If you don't mean it, don't say it. I tell your mammy, if you don't mean it, don't say it. I tell your grandmammy and your grandfather, because I like to hit your granddaddy and your grandma at the same time. Because neither one of them got teeth in their mouth. They take their dentures out and they get down with it, come on down. But don't say stuff to me that you don't mean. And then when you get challenged by what you said, now all of a sudden you're making other people the problem. That's bitch stuff. And I don't have to have no respect for that. And women ain't gonna have no respect for that. And I ain't gonna let nobody come on my platform bullshitting the people that come to my platform trying to act like you got it for me. Cause I will uncover your ass. I'm sad. That's how we operate. You're not going to be disingenuous not only to me, you're not going to be disingenuous to people. Because if people really knew the real you, humble yourself and get you some real draws. When it comes down to conjure, I'm serious. I'm dedicated. I'm committed. Don't fuck with me. I done told y'all Minister Mario is dead. He has ascended. All that bullshit y'all were doing, you weren't dealing with Chief Apostle Ely. You were dealing with Minister Mario, son of a Chosi. How he do business. How he do better business. How what he's competent in. Because he was the church administrator. I'm not the church administrator. I'm the fucking pastor, the apostle, the kahuna, the nigga in charge. And I don't owe a bitch nothing. Don't play with me. Don't play with my magic. Don't play with my spirituality. Don't play with my life. Because I will play with your heartstring. And I'm talking about I will send you away from here. Because don't do that to me. I will take it more off of a woman. And I don't like it when women do it. But I take it more off of a woman than I take it off of a man. You will not disrespect me, sir. You will not dishonor me, sir. And you will not bullshit me, sir. And I don't care who you are. Whether you join me today, tomorrow, or you don't fuck with me no more in life. I don't really give a damn. Because if you don't know who I am in your life, you already fucked up. I got women out here that's out here making sacrifices for Chief Apostle Eli. But then you talking about you got literally women out here out giving men. And that's why I brag so much when men do certain things, because women need to see men stepping up. But you don't give me nothing to work with. If I was your biological father, I would be embarrassed of you. Ask my sons how I really talk to them. If you want to be a child of mine, and I done been proficient, and you come with that bullshit, I don't let my sons get away with nothing. And I don't care if you don't talk to me for months. I don't care if you don't talk to me for years. I let your ass have it. And those are my biological children. You think you can handle somebody like me? I'm a sun sign and Sagittarius and moon sign and Aries and rising sign. I will burn your motherfucking ass all the way up. It be bombs over Baghdad. I am not the one, or the two, or the three. And I'm in the show and tell mode. If you ain't trying to get it together, mosey your ass on. Ain't nobody fit to beg you. Because what a one dick and nuts won't do, another one will. Because God is always going to cause people to give in my bosom. Good measure, pressed down to shaking together and run over. And I ain't got to kiss their ass to do. And in the ass that I'm kissing, I'm eating their groceries. And we fucking. That's what we doing. All right? I hope that this helps. I hope that you share this video with some pussy ass men that need, talking about they in E5 voodoo or and let them hear from another man that's melanated and that's American man, and that they hear from another lion, another tiger, another bear, another eagle. Because that's bullshit. And sir, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. But I know you ain't. But you need to find a tampon very quickly. Very quickly. You need something up in your ass. And this ain't about a sexual orientation at all. It's just your behavior. It's not becoming of any type of man. I love y'all. I see y'all on the floor because I got to be in this service 11 o'clock. If you support Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., be all you can be. But be genuine with me. All I ask, you ain't got to be perfect. You can be flawed. I don't care. Just be genuine. Be decent and be genuine. Just be genuine. I don't have no problem. I don't ask people to do these things. They do it on their own and they think it's cool, and I don't like it. And when a Sag tell you they don't like something, eventually they're going to show you don't like it. Okay? So I just appreciate anybody that is authentically supporting me. I don't care if you got much. I don't care if you got little. I appreciate your support. But whether you give me or don't give me, I'm going to keep it 100. Some days I'm going to keep it 1,000. And some days I'm going to keep it 1,000,000. I'm very competent in what I do. That's why I got reoccurring clients, reoccurring fuck partners, reoccurring friends. That's why I was so competent that Mario decided to come back in this life and assist me. You think he would have followed me back in this life if I was not competent? If he didn't, he believed me even in death. And I didn't summon his spirit. That's something he chose to do. He said he's among the other choices. Minister Mario has his own castle. And he still, because of my faithfulness, because of my love, universally, still want to assist me. Bruh, it ain't real. Learn to be real. Stop being a fake ass nigga. Stop being a flodger. Huh? Show us your real nuts. We tired of seeing the nuts you want us to see. Show us your real nuts. Huh? I got nuts too. They ain't that big. I'm more meat than I am anything. I ain't ashamed of it. Because at the end of the day, they want dick. They don't want nuts. Nuts are nice. Every time, tingle, tingle, tingle. Jingle bell, jingle bell. But at the end of the day, all right. Sad just now. See y'all later.